And we were pretty sure we were going to die. At that point, we knew we were going to die.
Hi.
He said, I want you to put your head down. I want you to look at your knees. And don't you raise your eyes up. In fact, you close your eyes. And you leave your head like that until I tell you that you can move. So I did. He took off his mask. And he tied his mask on my face so I couldn't see him. And he said, you know what? It's a shame you can't see me. I am half black and half white, and I am a very handsome man. After he tied his mask on my face, he just began walking and pacing. He began asking me how much money I had. How much money do you have in the bank? How much money do you have at your office? You have a beautiful house. You must have a lot of money. I offered to go out into the bank. And I could write a check and you could get every single penny. I said everything that I could think of at the time to say. To try and not have him so angry with me. And he kept telling me, you're going to have a bad accident, lady. Bad. He told me he was a drifter. He'd been on the road for 2 months. He told me he'd been in my house for 2 days. He told me about things that had gone on in my house while he was there. He was in the attic and he was listening to everything. He knew my husband was going to play golf. And that he wouldn't be back until the middle of the afternoon. He knew my son was at school that day. And he wouldn't be home till the middle of the afternoon. It was about that time that he told me what he was going to do next.
Whoa, you got your eye. Be careful.
Those were the words he used. But I remember begging him. I remember crying, sobbing, and begging him, please don't do this. I'm a Christian. Please, please, please don't do this. He told me no one would ever catch him. Didn't matter what he did to me.
We never just see the numbers. We see the people.
When I first started the company, I was really excited to empower people of all abilities.
That's why we're here, to help make it happen. JP Morgan Chase.
Lowe's knows new projects come with questions.
So we have answers.
Like how to keep your yard looking lush. Which paint color matches your bold style. And with the MUNOZ Rewards credit card, you can save 5% every day. You got me. We got you.
As we're leaving her bedroom, she drops to the floor, screaming in pain as if she's in labor. So everything that I've seen up to this point, or that has made me uncomfortable, I kind of push to the back of my mind, because here's this woman going into labor. So I help her up and I get her to the bathroom and I tell her, you need to make sure the water hasn't broken, we need to call the doctor. Here I'm frightened. I've never had a child of my own before. I'm scared to death. She's moaning in pain, dozed off on top of me. There was barely any room in this bathroom for either one of us to move. And at that point is when I became frightened, because she was like literally gripping my arms and she just looked up with this almost demonic look at her face. And it was just like everything changed. Like it was like the person that I had met the day prior and had been talking to suddenly wasn't the person that was standing before me. Every hair on my body stood up. And I just thought, God, something really bad wrong. I don't know what it is, but I gotta get out of here. this is my opportunity to leave, or do I make sure she gets help? So of course, I'm yelling out to her, making sure she's okay, and she comes right back into the living room like she had not just been moaning in pain and on the ground crying. And I said, did your water break? No, I don't think so. And I said to her, well, you know, I haven't had a child before, but I'm pretty sure you will know when your water breaks. And I said, I think you need to call your doctor. It became kind of assertive at that point because I was angry. I was offended, I was angry, and I was uneasy, and it was time for me to go. So she goes into her dining room, and she brings back these coupons for me. Keeps insisting on trying to keep me there, and I'm like, okay, I'm using these coupons, I have to go. Well, on the back of one of them, it said especially for ladies. The hammer on the 19 says Katie. The coupon says she's telling her name Sandy, but nothing nothing's in sequence. Nothing is right. Something is so wrong. And as I tried to hug, and I'm literally pushing her off of me, and that's when she
Came down from the attic about probably 9 o'clock in the morning. I broke the
This is about how big he is. So you lay the PlayStation 5 controller on him. That's literally how big he is. Just in comparison. I want to pick you up, Papa? Okay, I'm going to pick you up.